Aries, hi, how are you? This is Lisa, and I'm coming in to do August 2022's general energy reading. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back to see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot for the support. All right, let's see what we can find out for Aries for August 2022. The Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. All right, let's see what we can find out from this, and then I'll clarify with another deck, and we'll pull an oracle card at the end. All right. Feels like this month you're actually, you could be going through a period where you're looking for stability. You're looking for, to be grounded and have possibly like celebrations going on. Maybe, could be at weddings, engagements, graduations, possible. But it also feels like it's something that's going to ground you. Like you feel like, once whatever this ceremony is, if it is one, then you're going to have like a fresh new start and be grounded and solid for whatever that situation was, or after you do that. Now I got the Seven of Pentacles. And this is, are you working hard? And I think you're going to the point where it's like, all right, I can continue to keep working, but I might want to branch off and, build more out of what I built. So maybe you have a business. Maybe you have a hobby that you want to turn into a business. It's almost like you want to take one small chunk of whatever you have right now, keep working hard at it, and you could build it up continually, or if you want to actually kind of like split it off and, so you have business plus kind of thing. Because I wonder if that has anything to do with this foundation feeling I'm getting for this, because it's like, so whatever this celebration might be, whatever your thoughts are going on, I think it has something to do with your work life. I don't know if it's a retirement party, or it could be just a promotion and you're celebrating, so not sure about that, but hopefully when we clarify, we'll find out definitely. Maybe. All right. Because your goal this month is like to gain a new spark, to get clear-headed about what your ideas are. So I feel like, again, you're thinking about something, it's going to give you foundation, it's going to make you grounded, and it's going to be work involved. And work that you're comfortable doing, and, you're willing to do it to make it work out. You are going to have to actually overcome maybe some secrets, or some things that you're not really aware of what's going on with this High Priestess. Like she's all about intuition, and she's all about knowing, what's going on, kind of like on the down low. So you might have to overcome that, as far as, maybe whatever you're working with somebody, they're not telling you everything, and they're not telling you everything, and you just need to use your intuition to find out what they're not telling you or why they're not telling you. I mean, I don't think it's anybody being like, mischievous or anything, but it just might be something that it could be in the process of, the need to know basis, and they just don't feel like you need to know. So that to me feels like you have this new idea, this new spark, you want to make things build, you're going to do it with what you have already, then just maybe somebody's just not sharing everything. Or just that you need to actually go into your head and use your intuition about what you need to know. Maybe it's not somebody not telling you, it might just be you need to think differently about it and to bring it out to yourself. this Page of Wands. I feel like you have gone through a period where you had to, act quickly, kind of put like a lot of effort and passion into something. And maybe at first you weren't really sure how to do that. So you had to maybe accomplish that for yourself. Like you weren't able to do it easily. Maybe whatever you were working on, you were like, okay, I don't know how to make this work. I'm not sure how this is. And you actually were able to accomplish that, where you put your passion and your knowledge and everything that you have involved, and you were able to accomplish that, because otherwise you weren't really getting it. It wasn't really flowing because you missing something, and you were able to find that. And we have this Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune to me, it's always like, you get what you give, karmic wheel, what you put out is what you get back. And we're all on karmic wheels all the time. And it's just a matter of, how long the cycle's going to be. And, it could be like, 1 day cycle, 10-year cycle. It doesn't really matter, but eventually whatever you put out there, it'll come back to you. And with this Wheel of Fortune coming up in this area, it's almost saying to you, you're not ready to complete that cycle yet. It's like not something that, it's not time. It's not time for you to complete that cycle. So maybe there's something that's still hanging out, something like that's gone unfinished, and it won't complete itself until you finish whatever has been undone or not finished. Okay, see, we got Judgment. Now with Judgment, this can be something that you want to hold tight to yourself. Maybe this is just like a rebirth, or, an insight that comes into your mind, and it makes you actually say, it's almost like, I can't even think of the word. I'm going to go with rebirth, where you're, after this cycle, this would have been, now you're coming out into another cycle, and you're having a different enlightenment, a different thought process, a different way of things happening for you. And then with this 10 of Cups. Okay, this is about, where you would find your support is in your family, in your friends, where you feel most loved and where you belong. And if you need support for whatever situation that's going on, that's where you would find it. The people that are nearest and dearest. And the King of Pentacles. If you were reaching out for somebody for some kind of advice, or some kind of where they give you advice or they give you encouragement towards something, this could be somebody that you work with, maybe your supervisor, could be a parent, a friend. And this person is probably, they're very grounded, they're very stable. They know that they have to work hard, and they're willing to do it, and they have no problem with it. And it might be, now male or female, that wouldn't matter. Could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but again, that doesn't mean anything either. It could just be somebody that you can go to get the advice that you might need, and with whatever situations that are going on for you. All right, let's see what we can find out. Clarifiers. All right, what about this Four of, oh, you flipped over. The Four of Wands. All right, comes up with the Two of Pentacles. So I'm thinking whatever the situation is that whether it's a celebration, whether it's, some form of, you grounding yourself and being able to put yourself on the right track, there's a lot of juggling going on because maybe you got job, home, family. So you have a lot of things involved in it, and you want to make sure, that you have everything that you need. Yep, okay. And the Fool. This does not surprise me because I feel like you were on a new path. Once when you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment, kind of like makes it feel that way too. Like you had an insight. You're like a whole thought process is changing, or in the way you do things or how you do things, and so I feel like you, with this concrete start of how you were feeling, it would be a new path that you're breaking into. All right, what about the Seven of Pentacles? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Well, I feel like this is where you feel like you have everything that you need. You're feeling loved and you love others, and you're not really concerned about, not having like a home base or having, family around you. This could be a specific person, this Knight of Swords. It could be somebody that you know. Very specific as far as, they're very quick. They have, they have a lot of wits. They are like very strong when it says if something needs to change, they will actually bring in the big change, or that could just be a big change going to happen, being represented by the Knight. Ace of Swords. Make up for the Ace of Swords. Oh, Nine of Swords and the Lovers. It looks like you were maybe be having you like that, having some stress possibly over a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be platonic. But I feel like you're stressing out about something in regards to whatever this might be. Now, the Lovers can not only have to be about a love relationship, but can also be a change, like making a change that you have to, like maybe it's just so not what you would do. It's usually like it's kind of almost monumental. It's like you're changing something that you never would have, and then all of a sudden you did. And it's almost like you have to explain it to people why you would do that. Like, what is this change of heart, or what's this change of direction, or why did you decide that you're going to change that? That in that sense. Again, it could be a relationship that you're just stressing out about, but this feels like this might be a change, because I feel like you are doing a lot of, soul searching and, trying to figure out, how you're going to handle things or how you're going to do things. And I feel like you have like a lot of big plans. High Priestess, oh, nice. Another Wheel of Fortune. Yep, and the Two of Swords. That makes sense too. So maybe all the things that weren't done yet here, maybe it started early. So that Wheel of Fortune started a little bit earlier, but it's going to be based on the decision that you make as far as logic, get the facts, analyzing things. Don't use your emotions to make this decision, because when it does, it's going to have to be something that's just concrete, and I keep saying concrete with you guys, but something that's really solid and concrete. It can't be using your emotions to try to figure it out. And that, if this is a relationship, it's coming off of that too. Or you might have a very strong feeling about whatever change you're going to be making. Ace of Pentacles and the Tower. Well, now you have there's a financial opportunity coming out for you, a new beginning, which we knew that with the Fool, but the Tower's there too. So, is it possible that whatever makes this Tower happen, it's not like something that you're going to know. I mean, you could only say that this is like a heads up. So, you're watching this and you'd be like, oh, wait, maybe I won't do that because, or, maybe the idea that you had, it didn't have anything to stand on. It was like, maybe it crumbled, or maybe it was a job, and the job ended. Something happened. It was very quick, very sudden, and you won't know about it usually. I'm thinking you wouldn't know about it, but it could also be an upheaval in your mind. It could be something that you come to light. Oh, I like that better for that. Where you coming to light about something. But you have the high priestess here and you have the judgment here. I feel like you might be coming to light for something after you maybe doing this change and making this decision, because it doesn't actually have to be a destruction. It can be just literally you realizing something, and so whatever those building blocks that you had in your mind are kind of falling down. Yeah, I think I'm going to title this something about concrete and building blocks, because I'm feeling that for you so much. All right, what about this Wheel of Fortune? Page of Swords. Ooh, and Ten of Cups again. I love this reading for you. All right, now Page of Swords. It's all. Oop. Inspiration. And I feel like it's coming around, your family, your nearest and dearest. Whatever you would consider your Ten of Cups, whether it could be friends, could be family, but your home life. And and that the Wheel of Fortune and the inspiration, that's around your family. And what about this Judgment? Ooh, nice. Ten of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. I really like this for you. So whatever went on here, you have a victory. You're being acknowledged for something, you're getting recognition. And I feel like it's going to lead you into a very good place financially. Or it could just be that you're always going to have maybe a legacy to leave to people, or you're always going to have money to be coming, whatever this is, there's always going to be money coming in. You're always going to be able to feel grounded again and secure based on whatever this acknowledgement and this victory is. And again, with this, wow, there's a lot of love and a lot of passion towards things. Now you do have a couple decisions to make, I guess. Like I said, with this Tower, it could just be an upheaval of your own thoughts or your own beliefs. All right, the Three of Wands and the Six of Coins. All right, so I guess at a point where if you've ever seen the Two of Wands, he's basically still in his castle. He hasn't really gone out and seen what goes on yet. And in the Three of Wands, he's looking out to see what's coming into him. What could be found, what could be retrieved. And I feel like you want to do that, but you also want to be able to do it in a balanced way. Okay, you could be able to share with other people, and if you need help, you could to ask somebody. And so you want to find yourself in in a perfect balance. Let's see. Oh, got the Devil and the Star. Well, that's interesting. All right. Whatever this outcome is, or of this person, and they're making, their suggestions and giving you advice, I feel like it's you're feeling hopeful and you have faith and purpose and spirituality. And so you feel good about all the advice they're giving you. But there is possibility of being almost like a dark side, whereas they might be telling you something and you're not sure. You don't feel like you can do what they're giving you the advice to do. So it's not like they're horrible people or nothing like that. They're saying something and you have like this dark thing in your mind trying to actually make you not think you can do it. After they, they talk to you, they give it, whoever this person is, could be your minister, could be your parent. But so when you go to them, you have a lot of hope and faith and, you trust what they have to say. But I feel like whatever they're telling you, you're not sure that you are up to it. And I think, just looking at this, I'm thinking, you are. All right, these are Prism Oracle cards. And this is supposed to take, like, your aura or your feelings, how you feel. The card sometimes reflects on whatever the reading is. And if I can't tell right away, I'll pull the book up. But, oh, surrender. Interesting. I kind of know that, but I'm going to read it anyway. Because I think you have to surrender to your faith and your instincts and, like, trust yourself. And it takes... By ceasing to resist, you can create peace for yourself. The act can be uncomfortable at first because it hurts the ego. But when we surrender and let go, we free the parts of ourselves that work so hard to fight. Now that you are free, what can you do? What new pathways can you go down? Oh, very nice. Interesting. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. It's like, all this stuff with your... you're going to go on a new path. You need it to be concrete and solid. There's a lot of love and yet some stress involved with it, maybe with change, with not. But you have cycles turning all over. And that surrender made me think of you, because you don't, even though whoever this person is who's giving you the advice, if it is a person giving you advice, or it could be something you read, honestly, you have to trust what they're saying, trust yourself to be able to, do what you want to do. All right, Aries, I hope you enjoyed it. I will definitely be back in September, and I always keep saying maybe a middle of the month thing, but we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed it and you'll come back to see me again, okay? Thank you.